Okay, so we talked about a little while ago how your website is ground zero for your business, right? And how all of these other things, your digital newsletter, your networking, smartphone, right? Text campaigns, your literature, your catalogs, your sales time out on the street. All of that stuff should be feeding people back into your business, right? And most of us in small business are running it through our site. Your blog should live on your website, not someplace else. Because remember, that's getting them in the door, right? Getting them into the store for first few feet of the perimeter. Get them off the curb, right? So, our content is meant to be, and that's your customer, by the way, because the business has gone to the dogs. Your content gets them to your website, okay? Now, how do we plan this content? And after this slide, you're going to get to look out, and I'm going to shut up and give Israel the floor for a few minutes. How do we plan our content? Guess what? How do you think Red Bull, what is Red Bull?
Energy drink.
They're an energy drink. How do you think Red Bull defines what Red Bull is? Red Bull says that they are a media publishing company. Isn't that weird?
Wow.
Why do you think they do that? Because they saw that content marketing is the engine in their business that's keeping them moving forward. So they have to have awesome content. Okay? So this is how you do it. Look at the columns across the top. When are you going to have to publish? What is the objective? Remember we talked about objectives. We said it could be awareness or knowledge or preference or purchase or advocacy. Those are any of your objectives. You can select media. And you want to choose the right media with the right function. Okay? What are your blog posts going to be? Maybe is there an example that you saw before that acts as the inspiration for that so that you can refer back to it as you build it? What photos do you have, or illustrations, or whatever? What have you got, or what can you make that will give people a really great sense of what it is? Like I was showing you with the construction company, should look and feel like that. Okay? Then you've got, when do I need the content by? Am I going to use any previously written content? And in this one, I said, yeah, we'll use a Yelp post. Keywords to target, and then the call to action. And just like there has to be a logo every time you send something out, there has to be a point to the communication. Remember how I had that coupon at the bottom, and I wanted people to go to my site and fill out and request a quote? That was the call to action. That was the major call to action. Then I had two other smaller, what we call conversion goals. And those other goals were just go to my website, right? So there's a call to action. And if you miss this, you might as well not have sent it out. Because the whole point of sending it out is people need to know what to do with it once you've given it to them. Israel, can you help me out? I'm getting tired.
Yes.